so we picked up at, actually I think this was Earthwise, this great big solid core door for 15 bucks. Actually they gave me 10% off, so it was like $13.50, and it is 34 inches wide. I want it to be closer to 36 inches wide. It's going to be a slider going over the master bedroom or master bathroom door. So I have got some 1x whiteboard that I'm going to attach to the ends of each side. Also, it's going to make it wider, but it's also going to cover up where the old hinges used to be and the cutout from the handle and the locking mechanism. So going to disguise that. Once it is caulked and all painted out, it'll just look like it's always been that way. The concrete floors are in, the wet board is up in the master, and we are making progress. Sometimes just changing out hardware on a piece of furniture can make all the difference in the world. So we changed out the hardware from being silver to going with these fun cabinet pulls and then round knobs, and they're absolutely beautiful. The shiplap shop will be carrying these knobs very soon, and they're super affordable. So, like I said, I'm using the Dixie chalk paint. This is actually Caviar. It's the darkest, most close to black paint that Dixie makes. So I am painting up this really cool old piece that I picked up. Actually, I got it for free from my friend Colby and Noah. So while this had a beautiful tiger wood on here, there was some water damage, and I was gonna try to just do a wash on it instead of a full paint, but this is just gonna be a better look. It's gonna be really nice and clean. So this is what we're going with. You can see I just really, not a bad way to paint an old piece of furniture. Like I said, keep your brush wet. I am constantly using my spray bottle and just keeping the brush wet. Just keep sliding it right on. Dixie paint is really thirsty, so it super concentrated. It loves water. When you get to your second coat, I actually recommend spraying, using a spray bottle or a mister, and spraying directly on the piece of furniture. So if you're gonna start with the top for your second coat, just do a light misting over the whole thing, and then when you dip your brush in, it doesn't take very much paint, and you're just gonna glide right across the top and just get a really nice finish. Dixie paint is self-leveling too, so you don't have to worry about getting it on absolutely perfect. It will do a lot of the leveling out itself. This piece, because I'm using black on here over a wood tone, it is going to take 2 coats, and actually most of the projects I do require 2 coats, and that's just kind of the nature of painting furniture. So if you're looking for a real quick, easy way, then if you want to just do a wash on something, we still have whatever was underneath it showing through. You can certainly do that with 1 coat. But the nice thing is, it usually doesn't take more than 2 coats. Once you put the first one on and it dries, which happens in about 20 minutes, you will see some lines, a little bit of brush stroking here, but once you go with the second coat, it covers really fast. Okay, so this is going to be a coffee bar, and this was a really beautiful sideboard or buffet that I actually got from our friends Rob and Becky Morweiss. So we're going to use this for the coffee bar in our kitchen. This is kind of a modern piece. I mean, it's not old. So what I'm doing is, to give it an old look, is I'm using Sweet Cricket's milk paint. I'm using a color called window paint, which is kind of a creamy white, hoping that I can give it a real vintage look. It should have a little bit of crackling action that happens on it, and that's what I'm looking for. And then we'll seal it really well so that the crackling stops. I've got a piece that looks like it's much older than it really is.